Check 1-2 test. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to St. Louis Park Rec Center, the first of two games this evening. You're on the Catholic Sports Network and mnhockey.tv as Benilde St. Margaret's taking on Hill Murray in JV. Just underway here. John Sands on camera and production. I'm Patrick Lilia, happy to be joining you this afternoon from St. Louis Park. 14:40 to go, first period, just underway, no score. Pioneers float that one back out into the neutral zone. Charlie Johnson trying to slow it down for BSM and tread of Johnny Hurley. Sends him down to the near side. Poked ahead by Aiden Braun. And tipped into the Hill Murray zone. There to slow it down is Leo Gruba. Gruba will play it around to the near side to Braun. Braun will throw this one ahead into the offensive zone, but coming in offside was Anthony Madigan. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. 14:09 to go in the first period, no score. Hill Murray looking to break out in a big way. I'm actually going to say that that's going to be an icing, so we're going to have a face-off all the way back in the Hill Murray zone. I'm not quite sure how that came about, but nonetheless, that'll be the result. Benilde St. Margaret's controls the face-off and sent back the other way into the offensive zone with speed is Madigan. Madigan with a shot, and that's saved and held on to. Under Charlie Fratelloni for Benilde St. Margaret's. But already we're seeing Hill Murray showing off some speed and some ability to big play ability for the Pioneers already. It's off the face-off, controlled by the Pioneers, driving toward the net, and Fratelloni having to dive on that one as well as Madigan again off the face-off, chugging his way toward the net. 13:57 to go, first period. No score between Benilde St. Margaret's and Hill Murray. A JV game this afternoon. As Cooper Schumacher will take the face-off against Willie Hauer. Controlled by Benilde St. Margaret's, brought around the net by Sam Ryan. Ryan reversing direction. He takes a big hit in the corner. It's sent back into the neutral zone, thrown back the other way by Cam Quinlan for the Pioneers. And intercepted by Quinlan as he pushes it into the offensive zone as Madigan whacking away at it, almost poked it in the direction of the goal. The offensive zone with speed again is Hauer. Hauer, though, knocked off the puck as he drove toward the net. Down there as well as Brady Geertsen. Played back to the far side. As Hunter Laschinger sends this one into the neutral zone. Benilde St. Margaret's will set up. Bryan coming in offside as he tried to set up with his teammates, and we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. 13:16 to go in the first period. No score between Benilde St. Margaret's and Hill Murray JV. Face-off controlled by the Pioneers. Brought up the near side boards and flipped down in deep by Ben Carr for Hill Murray. Loops up in the corner. And back the other direction with speed into the offensive zone come the Red Knights. Driving toward the net, backhand shot saved as Ian Thorstensen got a good shot off on the backhand, but it was saved by Caden Roach, the goaltender for Hill Murray this afternoon. 12:57 to go in the first period, no score. As Hill Murray pokes it back into the neutral zone and flipped down off the bench. Boards in front of the bench in deep. It's loose in front of the net as it almost looked like lining up for a shot in front of his own goal was Mason Baldwin. Comes back around to the near side. Played up on the end wall. It's taken away now by the Red Knights. Working his way through the neutral zone is Charlie Damberg, who then dumps it in deep. Moves back around to the near side. It's Hill Murray trying to set up, now back in their own zone. As Griffin Varley pushes this one ahead. Gets it down to the near side into the offensive zone for a shot that's saved by Roach. It was Will Thompson with that big shot from the near side circle. Loose in front of Roach and now poked down to the near side corner. 11:57 to go here in the first period. No score between Benilde St. Margaret's and Hill Murray. back wide of the net by the Red Knights. It's played by Hill Murray behind their net. Comes around to the near side and bleeds all the way through. As Fratelloni out of his net to play it. Work its way around to the far side. Alex Broncala getting tied up by two green jerseys. Was almost coming free, but that puck deflected was Marcus Kaufman. So we're back around to the near side. Aiden Braun. He scores! Aiden Braun with a shot just on the near side of the logo. It's 1-0 Hill Murray with 11:22 to go in the first period. So tuning in here on mnhockey.tv. Face-off controlled by the Red Knights. This one coming in offside, so we'll have a face-off with 11:14 to go in the first period. Face-off controlled again by the Pioneers. We'll poke down into the offensive zone. Trying to carry it around to the near side, but getting tied up behind the net. Now it's played back the other direction. Nick Dockman will try to clear the zone. Does trickle its way out into the neutral zone as Red Knights into the offensive zone. Oh, what a beautiful feed on the backhand, and it's swept wide on the save. What a good save to protect that post by Roach, and then the defense able to sweep it out. From deflected up off the end wall and the shot by Ryan. We'll have a stoppage of play as a couple of players got tangled up around the net area. 10:36 to go, first period. It's 1-0 Hill Murray. We have a penalty assessed here against Brady Geertsen. It's going to be coincidental minors. Austin Neubauer also taking the penalty for Hill Murray. So we'll remain 5-on-5. 10:36 to go in the first period. Offensive zone face-off for the Red Knights. As Thorstensen takes it, but Hill Murray comes out with it. Speed through the neutral zone is Johnny Hurley, who flipped this one down in deep. Kind of a sinking line drive that's held on with the glove by Fratelloni. It will have an offensive zone face-off for the Pioneers. 10:29 to go in the first period. 1-0 Pioneers with the lead. Goal by Aiden Braun. Face-off comes down to the near side. Able to be held in by Quinlan. Works its way back toward the front of the Red Knight net. As one of the Red Knights players loses control of it, but now taken away behind the net once again. And brought up the near side boards with speed by Thorstensen. He gains the offensive zone. He'll play it off the end boards. It'll carry him all the way back into the neutral zone. Back to get it there is Charlie Johnson. Johnson setting up deep in his own zone. Going to flex in off the stick of Damberg down in behind the Pioneers net. And play it back to the near side corner. Sent back toward the blue line and cleared all the way through. As Hunter Lashinger got tied up, sent down into the near side corner. Lashinger battling as it works its way back out into the neutral zone. It's into the offensive zone. It's getting tripped up is Madigan. Madigan, though, able to take it away. Madigan able to get it up. There's a shot that's saved by Fratelloni. By Schumacher, who had come free in the slot on the far side. With 9:18 to go in the first period. Another offensive zone face-off for Hill Murray already with that 1-0 lead. The Red Knights able to control the face-off. Down to the near side boards. The offensive zone is Thompson into the corner. Moves his way around the net. Pioneers trying to clear. It banked itself off the boards and sort of went back in the opposite direction. As As the Pioneers able to throw this one through the neutral zone, it'll work its way all the way down into the Red Knight zone, and it'll go far enough for an icing. We'll have a face-off back in the Red Knight offensive zone. 8:49 to go in the first period. It's 1-0 Pioneers with the lead. Offensive zone face-off for the Red Knights. Willie Howard will take the draw as Hill Murray controls the face-off. In the other direction is Kenny Davis. Davis will dump this one down in deep. It'll work its way behind the net, where Jack Senden will be there to play it for the Pioneers. A big hit put on as it's dumped down to the near side. Dockman the other way. Dockman into the offensive zone. Gets it behind him to Ryan down into the corner. 8:20 to go in the first period. 1-0 Pioneers with the lead. This one sent up onto the far side boards. Pioneers able to gain the offensive zone as then having it slip off his stick is Davis. He'll just send this one around. Red Knights on the near side. Davis on the near side with it. Sends it through the neutral zone, coming in onside, able to knock it down is Luke House. House getting tied up in the far side corner. 7:40 to go here in the first period. A shot that'll come down to the near side corner. We reach the midway point of the first period. 1-0 Hill Murray with the lead as it trickles out in front of the Red Knight net. Damberg tried to send it the other way, but Hill Murray not letting him do that as it comes back behind the Red Knight net. We'll have a stoppage of play, perhaps a penalty coming here. As the coincidental minors come to an end. Into the penalty box will be Alex Broncala, so Hill Murray will go on. Perhaps no, another set of coincidental minors as Marcus Kaufman will also get the gate. One set of coincidental minors comes to an end and another one assessed. It will remain 5-on-5. 7:15 to go first period. Offensive zone face-off for Hill Murray. And the far side boards unable to be cleared out by the Red Knights. It comes loose in front of the net as Fratelloni got down out of his stance. No one able to be poked away from danger. Sent back down to the near side corner. After 5 p.m. here at the rec center. That one poked in toward Fratelloni, who dives on it. And we'll have an offensive zone face-off for Hill Murray. 6:49 to go in the first period. 1-0 Pioneers leading. Still loose in the circle. Now the Red Knights able to poke it back the other way into the neutral zone. Peter Keys is sent down to the near side. His way around the net. Keys able to hold the zone at the blue line. It's Will Thompson on the far side. And back the other direction into the corner. Now the Pioneers come out with it as that pass a little bit out of the reach of Godbout, so he tried to knock it down with his skate, couldn't quite do it. Pushed down into the Red Knight defensive zone anyway. As Hill Murray, continuing the better of the play, is getting tripped up there. No penalties assessed. That was Tommy Mickelson. Red Knights back the other way into the offensive zone. Battle continues on the end wall. The Red Knights able to come out with it as slipping and going to the ice, trying to set up the pass. This is Luke Reifenberger. 5:20 to go here in the first period. 1-0, Hill Murray with the lead. As 2-on-1 for the Pioneers into the offensive zone with Madigan. There's a shot that's saved by Fratelloni. 2-on-1 with Madigan and Laschinger. Laschinger took the shot. This one flipped the other way and sent back into the offensive zone by Hauer. But he has this one knocked away from him. And the Pioneers back the other way. They poke it back through the neutral zone. Red Knights able to send it right back in deep. 4:47 to go, first period. Play it off the end board. They'll come around to the near side. Cleared out all the way into the offensive zone as Laschinger trying to set something up. Couldn't quite go to the backhand as he had a body on him. There's a shot from the point. That might have gotten through. Let's way back around to the far side corner. There to play it and try to send it back the other direction. The Red Knights as it comes back around to the near side. Jack Senden is loose on the side of the net and now sent up onto the far side boards. Sent out into the neutral zone by Thompson. Thorstensen down there as well. Thorstensen able to send it back the other direction for the Red Knights. Flip back out into the neutral zone. One gets by Keys. This one flipped down in all the way into the offensive zone for the Pioneers, who will change. 3:40 to go in the first period as the Red Knights set up in their defensive zone rather. Pioneers in their own and through the neutral zone. It comes down to the near side. House with a shot saved by Fratelloni. 3:15 to go in the first period. It's 1-0 Hill Murray leading here on this JV matchup this afternoon. First period beginning to wind down. Pioneers able to take it back the other direction and flip down in as trying to turn around but couldn't really get a stick on it with House as he was well defended. Sent back out into the neutral zone. Hill Murray will set up there. And hit put on the near side boards by Thompson. Good job tying up his man Braun. Moves his way back down into the Hill Murray defensive zone where the Pioneers trying to play it behind their net. Neubauer will send it down to the near side corner. Godbout sent this one out into the neutral zone. The offensive zone come the Pioneers. There's a shot save off the stick of Hurley. .210 to go here in the first period. It's 1-0 Hill Murray with the lead. Puck loose behind the Red Knight net. The Red Knights though able to come out with it. Geertsen into the offensive zone, gets it behind him for Dockman. Dockman shot saved by Roach. It comes loose out front, but it's swept down to the near side by the Pioneers. They'll play it around up into the far side corner. Unable to be cleared out by the Pioneers. Geertsen will try to chase it down in the corner. It'll be poked back behind the Pioneer net. Loose on the side of the net. Roach, they score! Nick Dockman able to beat the goaltender Roach on the near side, and we're tied at 1. .138 to go in the first period. Now a 1-1 tie game. This Dockman just coming free on that glove side of the goaltender Roach and able to knock it past him. The Pioneers able to send this one back in deep. Comes loose out front, and then it's blocked and sent back up to the point. Pioneers looking to get this one through. It's loose. Trying to go to the backhand was Tommy Mickelson, who had an open net if he had able to get anything on it, but he whiffed a little bit and harmlessly poked back into the Hill Murray zone. 1:10 to go first period. Intercepted out front by Gruba. Gruba will have to reverse direction. Play it back behind the Pioneer net. And Madigan on the near side. Madigan The offensive zone onside as a shot over the net by Laschinger. Was the trailing man on the play who came up in the slot. The stoppage of play as the net coming off on the Red Knight end. With 44.8 to go in the first. Neutral zone face-off coming just outside the Red Knight zone. Johnny Woodford looking to take the draw. A momentary delay as there was a stick loose on the ice. As Woodford will take the face-off against Brendan Bonin. The Red Knights poke this one through the neutral zone. Chasing it down is Gruba. Gruba quickly reversing direction to play it on the far side boards. And deflected, trying to get the pass down to the near side, and Godbout. 26 seconds to go in the period. Into the reverse direction is Bonin. Comes around to the far side. It's loose behind the Red Knight net. 15 seconds to go in the period. Now under 10 seconds to go with the Red Knights into the offensive zone. Perhaps one last rush, but losing the puck, and it's cleared out to neutral ice. And that'll bring us to the end of the first period. The Red Knights and Hill Murray tied at 1. You're watching Benilde St. Margaret boys hockey. everybody. Welcome back as we begin the second period from the Rec Center here in St. Louis Park. 1-1 tie game between Hill Murray and Benilde St. Margaret's. Along with John Sands, I'm Patrick Lilia. Happy to be with you this evening from St. Louis Park. So when poked back out into the neutral zone. The Pioneers, who had the better of play for the most part in that first period. Not overly dominant, but you could just tell that they did have a little bit better of the rushes and the such during that first period. With the Red Knights able to even the score late in the period. Comes back around to the near side. As the Red Knights into the offensive zone with speed. And then getting knocked off the puck with Johnny Woodford. Loose out front, now poked back the other direction. Now the Red Knights see this one poked back out into the neutral zone again. Down into the Hill Murray zone. As the Pioneers play it behind their net, Gruba sends it back around to the near side. Working their way like through. On the far side boards. The Red Knights will carry it around their own net as Fratelloni will put the glove on it as it slid in his direction. We'll have an offensive zone face-off for Hill Murray with 13-17 to go in the second period. A 1-1 tie game. Face-off controlled by Hill Murray. Near side trying to get it up high for Laschinger. Sent along the far side boards. Some covered up. And 11 offensive zone face-off for the Red Knights with exactly 13 minutes to go here in the second period. Face-off quickly taken out of the defensive zone by the Pioneers as they'll gain the offensive zone with speed. Gruba working his way in. It's a shot saved by Fratelloni up into the corner. Red Knights off to Karam, carry it all the way through. They'll dump this one back in deep behind the Hill Murray net. 12:35 to go in the second period as it worms its way back into the neutral zone. Back the other direction is Mickelson. Mickelson with a shot saved by Fratelloni, who'll hold on. 12:29 to go in the second period. It's 1-1 here at the Rec Center. This JV matchup this afternoon. That's coming up next. We'll have the varsity matchup between these two teams. Benilde St. Margaret's hosting Hill Murray. Hill Murray coming in at number 9 in the latest Minnesota Hockey Hub rankings provided by the Star Tribune. Now a top 10 opponent coming into the Rec Center coming up next after this. The Red Knights able to dump this one down into the Hill Murray zone. Its way into the corner. Loose on the side of the net. Now poked back down into the corner. And poked ahead for Davis. Davis getting tied up trying to exit the zone. Into the offensive zone. Going to backhand save. Fratelloni with Jack Senden driving in. Didn't quite get to that backhand, though. As I said, he kind of didn't get much on that shot. But a great offensive opportunity nonetheless for Hill Murray as the puck ends up back down in the Red Knights offensive zone. On the far side boards, it's poked out to the blue line, able to be held in. Long shot sent wide. This play is stopped with 11:35 to go in the second period. Offensive zone face-off for the Red Knights. 11:35 to go here in the second period. Face off to the left of the goaltender, Roach, for Hill Murray. The shot off the face-off wide. It works its way back around to the near side boards. Loose in the circle and a poke back to the blue line, able to be held in. Long shot from the blue line by Broncala, saved by Roach. Battle continuing on the far side boards. Comes loose on the side of the net. Red Knights, though, able to maintain the attack. It's loose out front on the shot. It was Dockman who has the goal, and it ended up loose out in front of Roach, but nobody could get to it, and it was swept away. And the Pioneers now able to clear it out for an icing, but a face-off coming all the way back in the Hill Murray zone as a result, with 10:50 to go here in the second period. A 1-1 tie game. Face-off, still loose in the circle. The Pioneers poke it around to the near side. In the direction is Hurley. Hurley sends it out into the neutral zone. Banked off the end boards. As the Pioneers able to flip it out into the neutral zone. Work its way back around the Red Knight net. Red Knights set up deep in their own zone. The clearing attempt, though, held in by Hill Murray. It's loose in front of Fratelloni. Still down. Puck is still loose and now poked down to the near side boards. Boy, a dangerous setup there for the Red Knights, but able to again come out of it unscathed. This one dumped in deep by Quinlan. Its way around to the near side into the corner. We go under 10 minutes to play in the second period. Hill Murray plays this one cleared all the way down. This should go for an icing, and it will. And we'll have a face-off back in the Red Knight zone with 9:39 to go in the second period. Game tied at 1. Cooper Schumacher will take the face-off for Pioneers. They poke it around the Red Knight net. Now into the neutral zone with speed is Logan Like. Like on the drive. Like trying to work his way through two defenders, but he couldn't do it as it's sent down to the near side boards. Back into the neutral zone. Back to pick it up for the Red Knights is Keys. He'll send it up to the far side boards in front of the penalty box area. The Red Knights dump it in deep. It'll work its way around to the near side boards. 9:10 to go here in the second period. Past the 8-minute mark here of the second period. Red Knights still in the offensive zone. This one intercepted and cleaned out by Hill Murray. That long clear attempt will go in on goal. So icing waved off. It's intercepted. Loose. They score! Hunter Laschinger took his own rebound and slams it home. It's 2-1 Hill Murray. It was Laschinger who intercepted the pass, had his initial shot saved by Fratelloni, and then hammers home his own rebound. Well, the Pioneers are back on top with 8:43 to go in the second period. Hill Murray controlling the face-off. Send it up to the far side boards in front of the Red Knight bench as it's tipped in all the way down once again. Past 8.5 minutes remaining here in the second period. A long shot from the point. Fratelloni able to find it with the glove this time, and we'll have an offensive zone face-off. With 8:21 to go in the second period, 2-1. The Pioneers back in front. Face-off controlled by Hill Murray. They'll play it around to the near side corner. Now back out into the neutral zone. Hit put on there. A nice physical play by Austin Neubauer. Moves way into the Hill Murray zone. 8 minutes to go, second period. Hard pass down to the near side. Back out into the Hill Murray offensive zone as we'll have the play stopped with 7:46 to go in the second period. We have a penalty coming against the Red Knights. It'll be Nick Dockman headed to the penalty box. And Hill Murray will get the first power play of the game for either team. We had a pair of coincidental minors in that first period. First power play. 7:46 to go in the second period. As Hill Murray controls the face-off. In the far side circle, and they'll kick back out to the point up high. There's a shot through traffic that's staved by Fratelloni. Trying to send it back out to the point, but able to be cleared out by the Red Knights. It'll slowly work its way down into the Red Knights' offensive zone as Hill Murray plays it from behind their own net. And breaking out back the other direction is Quinlan. Quinlan into the offensive zone. Will circle. He has a couple of red and white jerseys come after him. He's on the side of the net as they try to get it down to Griffin Farley, who had snuck in on the glove side. There's Johnny Hurley, sends it down to the near side as he gets tripped up a little bit, no call. The Red Knights able to take it away shorthanded, loose out front, and they not able to get the backhand shot off. It was Geertsen. Some of those wanting a penalty as there's a quick shot in on Fratelloni, who grabs it with the glove. 53 seconds remaining in the Pioneers' power play. 6:39 to go in the period. Score remaining 2-1 in favor of the Pioneers. Face-off still loose in the circle. Now poked back out, controlled by Hill Murray. Austin Neubauer will take a long shot block, but he'll get it back. Neubauer circle shot through traffic, and the rebound just gets by Laschinger, who had the go-ahead goal for Hill Murray a little while ago. Sent back down to the near side. Up into the far side corner. Back out up high line. The near side was a shot save. Fratelloni rebound. They score. Cooper Schumacher with a power play goal. It's 3-1 Hill Murray. Schumacher on the rebound. On the power play, making it 3-1 Hill Murray. .608 to go in the second period. The Red Knights have to get things together quickly as they now trail by 2. Hill Murray sends this one right back in deep once again. Leo Gruba, who controlled the face-off, dumped it in deep. It's around to the near side. The Red Knights poking it up the other direction with Damberg. Sends this one through the neutral zone. The Red Knights, or rather the Pioneers, flip it back the other way. Gruba sending it back into the Red Knight zone. So Hurley takes it away. Hurley gets tied up on the far side boards. Puck still loose. Hurley comes out with it as he pokes it toward Fratelloni, who grabs it with the glove. Really great effort plays by the Pioneers in the offensive zone, fighting through those stick checks and bodies, and going to make the goaltender do things he doesn't really want to do. 5:35 to go in the second period. 3-1 Pioneers with the lead. Off the face-off, sent back into the neutral zone. I think a penalty coming. Heading to the penalty box for Hill Murray. It'll be Godbout. The Red Knights will head on their first power play. 5:31 to go in the second period. Pioneers just cashed in on a power play a moment ago. We'll see if the Red Knights can respond with a power play goal of their own. They trail 3-1 here in the second period. Shot off the faceoff, saved by Roach. Hill Murray not able to clear. Nice job reaching up for that one by Johnson to hold it in. Johnson will take it at the logo. His shot blocked and winding up for a blast through traffic. That'll go wide. Second chance shot was blocked as well. It's sent back out into the neutral zone. Johnson getting tied up from behind by Schumacher, as Quinlan loudly trying to send this one in deep for a clear, as he needed 2 tries to do it with how hard he forced it off the penalty box glass. 4:52 to go here in the second period. 1:20 in the Red Knight power play. He's having that one go off his stick as Lyke as he tries to catch up with it. Lyke will drive his way around the net in reverse direction, trying to set it up, and just able to get in front of that one was Roach. The beautiful setup with Will Thompson, but Roach standing tall, and the Pioneers able to clear once again. Thompson into the offensive zone with it. Thompson's pass for Hauer went off his stick. 50 seconds in the power play, 4:20 in the period. Pioneers again able to clear. The offensive zone, Dockman, whose shot is deflected wide. Now under 4 minutes to go in the period, 25 seconds in the power play. Ryan winding up, his shot goes right into the glove of Roach, and we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone for the Red Knights with 3:51 to go in the period. It's 3-1, Hill Murray leading. Again with John Sands, I'm Patrick Lilia. Glad you can join us this afternoon here from the St. Louis Park Rec Center. A big matchup coming up next in the varsity side with the number 9 Pioneers coming into the Rec Center to take on BSM. As Hill Murray able to get another clear. This might do it for the power play. Perhaps time for one last rush for the Red Knights. As they lose the puck, gaining the offensive zone, and that will do it for the power play as it's cleared all the way down once again. Back to get it is Mason Baldwin. Comes around to the near side. The offensive zone with a shot that's deflected up into the netting. We'll have a face-off with 3:18 to go here in the second period. And Hill Murray leading at 3-1. The face-off pushed up into the corner. Red Knights looking to take it away in the offensive zone. There's a shot from the point through traffic, and it's blocked and sent back the other way by Hill Murray through the neutral zone. Knocking it down was Jake Runman. And sent back into the Red Knight zone behind the Red Knight net now. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second period. 2:53 and counting as the Red Knights clear it out to the neutral ice, but sent right back in by the Pioneers. Pass into the middle, brought out into the neutral zone. He's getting knocked off the puck is Thorstensen. Thorstensen centering feed, and there was Roach able to make the save. 2:30 to go here in the second period. Hill Murray unable to clear. And sent back in deep into the corner. Circling and sending up to the far side boards is Neubauer. For a shot that's saved by Fratelloni. An offensive zone face-off coming for Hill Murray. 2:10 to go in the second period. They lead at 3-1 at the St. Louis Park Rec Center. Face-off controlled by Hill Murray. Book it up into the corner. Red Knights are able to get that one cleared out. They'll set up in their own zone. Disrupting that one was Quinlan. That one does come out of the zone and whistled offside. We'll have a neutral zone face-off with 1:40 to go here in the second period. 3-1, Hill Murray with the lead. Dumped in deep by the Red Knights. It'll come down into the near side corner. Over to Lashinder. Lashinder throws it into the neutral zone. It's a shot that's saved by Roach. Showing a little bit of frustration with that one with Woodford, that his shot didn't find the back of the net. An offensive zone face-off for the Red Knights. 1:23 to go here in the second period. Face-off comes around to the near side. Shot blocked in traffic. Unable to be cleared out as we're under a minute to go here in the second period. Hill Murray into the offensive zone from his knees. He scores! Anthony Madigan was on his knees when he took that shot and he scores. My goodness. And with 50.2 to go in the second period, Hill Murray extends their lead to 4-1. Madigan, whose name we had called in the offensive zone quite a bit early on, not so much here in the second period, but now leaving an impression to be remembered with that goal from his knees. As Hill Murray again controlling the face-off. We'll bring it up the near side boards as Varley got knocked off the puck. Down to the near side. Pioneers able to send it back the other direction as we pass 20 seconds to go here in the second period. Hill Murray now leading by 3 goals. Look out in the neutral zone. 3-on-2 for Hill Murray as they enter. It's a shot, they score! Brendan Bonin from the near side circle. And with 1:2 to go in the second period, it's now 5-1 Hill Murray. A tough afternoon at the office for the Red Knights. Of one period to try to clean things up. With 1:2 to go. We'll see the clock run out and we'll head to the second intermission. Absolutely dominant performance by Hill Murray in that second period as they score 4 times, including 2 very impressive goals in the final seconds. The Anthony Madigan goal from his knees, and then Brendan Bonin from the near side circle. We'll go to the second intermission from St. Louis Park Rec Center. You're watching MNHockey.tv. Hill Murray leading at 5-1. Welcome back to the St. Louis Park Rec Center. Hill Murray taking a 5-1 lead into the third period. They exploded late in that second period for 2 goals in the final minute to make it 5-1. They slowly just took control more and more of that second period with each passing minute. The shot that got through to Roach, who makes the save. And Hill Murray tried to clear this one into the offensive zone with Godbout, whose shot is saved. New goaltender Simon Goodmanson for the Red Knights coming into the third period. Another tough day at the office for Fratelloni coming to the end. Play moves down into the Hill Murray zone. There's a shot that's blocked. Sticking out his stick to get on that one was Braun. Comes away back around to the near side. Under 14 minutes to play now. Hill Murray with that 5-1 lead. Pushed back into the Hill Murray zone. The pass deflects down onto the near side. The Pioneers poke it through the neutral zone. Red Knights controlling now in the neutral zone. We'll gain the offensive zone with Hauer. Hauer trying to get it down to Dockman in the slot, but it bled through. So Murray back the other way. Quinlan getting it up top. What a move, and the shot just sent wide. It's loose out in front of Goodmanson. Second chance shot sent wide. Penalty coming against the Red Knights. Well, the extra attacker coming on for Hill Murray. They'll play it deep in their own zone. With the delayed penalty, the extra attacker on is Quinlan. Getting it down low. It's a shot saved by Goodmanson. As it deflects up onto the far side boards. Hill Murray maintaining possession. And delayed penalty coming against the Red Knights. And that one shot through as Goodmanson able to make the save. But the penalty coming against the Red Knights. It'll put Hill Murray on the power play. 12:36 to go in regulation and a 4-goal lead for the Pioneers. Jake Hankinson, who took the penalty. Face off, loose in the circle, sent down to the near side. As Quinlan can't hold it in, and the Red Knights get an early clear. 12:25 to go in regulation. Quinlan has it behind his own net for the Pioneers. He sends it up to the far side boards in front of the bench as the Pioneers players got tripped up. No penalties assessed. As Quinlan driven back into his own zone, will send it up to the far side boards. Down to the near side and Godbout. Godbout into the offensive zone. He tries to work his way around. Godbout up in the corner. He works his way in front of the bench. Now he kicks it back into the corner for Senden. Senden trying to work his way in, trying to get it down low, but it was poked back up into the corner. 1:08 to go in the power play. 11:42 in the period. 5-1 Hill Murray. As Quinlan able to hold the zone for the Pioneers. He sends it cross ice to the far side. Shot through traffic, deflected wide. As Quinlan will take it back up high. He'll take a shot through traffic that got through to Goodmanson, who made the save. Again a save, Goodmanson. Goodmanson is down. Puck still loose. Play continuing. This one intercepted by the Red Knights. Quinlan, though, able to hold it in for the Pioneers. Quinlan will take it back at the point. Quinlan moving toward the logo. Shot through traffic, deflected. It's a turnaround shot saved by Goodmanson up into the corner. 11 minutes to go in regulation. And the Red Knights clear this one up into the bench. With a face-off coming with 10:56 to go in regulation. 20 seconds remaining in the Red Knight man disadvantage. Some good looks for Hill Murray on this power play as they try to make that big lead even bigger. Face off, still loose in the circle. Now poked back the other way. It will be held in at the blue line by Neubauer. Neubauer work his way through, sends this one down low. It's loose in front of Goodmanson. He works his way back up into the corner. Power play about to expire. And the Red Knights get one last clear if the power play comes to an end. Both teams back at full strength. 10.5 minutes to play in regulation. It's a 5-1 lead for Hill Murray. This play resumes down in the Red Knight offensive zone. Its way around to the far side. Damberg on the far side boards. Loses the puck. And sent in on Goodmanson, who will cover it up. 10-12 to go in regulation. 5-1 Pioneers. Face off, pushed back toward Goodmanson. Red Knights control it. Geertsen in the near side circle, who'll throw this one into the neutral zone. And banked off the end. Far side Porus in front of the bench as it's sent in deep into the Red Knight zone. Now under 10 minutes to go. Pioneers able to send it back into the Red Knight zone as Dockman sends it through the neutral zone. Pioneers, though, with it once again. Send it down to the near side boards, out of the reach of House. Will work its way down into the Red Knight zone. Bang back down into the corner. The Red Knights will come out of it with the puck. Trying to get it out into the neutral zone. As the Pioneers get it back, this one thrown right back into the offensive zone. As Goodmanson caught out of position. Had no idea where that puck was, and that was almost disaster for the Red Knights there as the Pioneers flip this one out of play up into the seating area. Out of a sparse crowd that we expect to fill in a little more as the next half hour or so as the varsity game draws near. 9:15 to go in regulation, 5-1. Red Knights trailing. Pioneers control. Sends it back into the neutral zone where the Red Knights will try to set up there. Johnson banks it off the near side boards. The shot gloved by... Oh, they score! Looked like Roach reached down with the glove, but it went under his glove. It was Ian Thorstensen who let it go. It was just kind of like when the shortstop puts the mitt down and the ball decides just to go right through it. We'll make it 5-2 Pioneers, still 9:03 to play. The Pioneers quickly push it into the offensive zone with Mickelson. Mickelson got knocked off the puck behind the net, but he still comes out with it anyway. It's a shot that'll be deflected up into the corner now on the far side boards. Turnaround shot sent wide. It comes around to the near side boards. Mickelson trying to fight through a couple of red and white jerseys, couldn't do it. And down to the near side boards as Quinlan will push it into the corner. Its way around to the far side. Broncala loose in front of the Red Knight bench. The Red Knights now able to poke it back out to neutral ice. As Broncala sends this pass into the offensive zone, it's intercepted. As the Pioneers ice the puck, and we'll have a face-off with 8:07 to go in regulation. A 3-goal lead for the Pioneers, 5-2. Offensive zone face-off coming for the Red Knights. It's loose out front, and then poked back to the neutral zone, unable to be held in by the Red Knights. Under 8 minutes to play. And driven back into the offensive zone for the Pioneers. As Neubauer in the far side corner. And flipped up along the far side boards. Is racing down to get to it first is Braun. In the far side corner, they'll bank it off the far side corner. Drive it toward the middle as that shot is deflected well wide. 7:15 to go here in the final period. 5-2 lead for Hill Murray with a dominant second period. Pioneers through the neutral zone into the offensive zone is Hurley. Hurley gets tripped up. He drove in all by himself while the Pioneers changed. A long cross-ice pass into the offensive zone for Hauer. Hauer's shot just pushed wide. Pioneers have it behind their own net. Now back out into the neutral zone, trying to slow that one down is Madigan. Madigan, who had that impressive goal from his knees in the second period, and coming with a little less than a minute to let go. As Goodmanson dives on that one. Ivan Goodmanson taking over for the third period. A tough day at the office for Charlie Fratelloni. About 5 goals in 2 periods. An offensive zone face-off for Hill Murray. Pioneers able to send it back the other direction. Work its way behind the Red Knight net. And sent through the neutral zone, all the way down into the Hill Murray zone. We'll play it behind their own net as the Red Knights putting on some defensive pressure, and they are able to force a turnover and drive it back in deep. Red Knights will set up in the offensive zone as the shot's pushed wide. It comes down to the near side. To be held in by Johnson as it works its way back up into the corner on the far side. Going away with it with a shot saved by Roach. Oh, it was Geertsen who came free and had a run at Roach the way that puck kind of came to him. An offensive zone face-off for the Red Knights would have been a huge goal. 5:49 to go in regulation. 5-2 Pioneers with the lead.
Where are you going after? Why? That's going to be...
So off the face-off, it's loose out front, and Roach able to dive on it. Loose in the circle off the face-off.
Yeah.
It trickles out down to the near side as Senden will bank it off the near side boards. Braun will push this one in deep. Under 5:20 to go in regulation. As Thorstensen gets this one off ahead. His way around the Pioneer net. Goes the way down to the near side. Now back out into the neutral zone. Far side boards, and the Benilde faithful wanting a penalty there. They won't get one as they'll catch the Red Knights on a line change and working his way into the offensive zone. The shot that goes high over in the net. It's Kenny Davis who came free. The Red Knights push it down to the near side. Going for an icing and a face-off coming back deep in the Red Knight zone with 4:33 to go in regulation. It's a 3-goal advantage for the Pioneers. Off the face-off. Loose in the circle, pushed back up into the corner. There's a hit put on by Will Simpson. Comes around to the near side. Back out into the neutral zone. Played off the near side boards back in the other direction by Ben Carr. Pioneers push it back into the offensive zone just ahead of Marcus Kaufman. Red Knights able to push this one back through the neutral zone. It'll work its way back down into the Red Knight offensive zone. Hill Murray places it behind their net, now down into the corner. 4 minutes to go. Clock ticking away. Hill Murray still leading by 3. 3:47 and counting. Working your way into the middle. There's a turnaround shot sent wide by Logan Lake. This one deflected up into the netting off the shot attempt. 3:35 to go in the final period, rather. 5-2. Face off, pushed out into the neutral zone. Red Knights will look to set up there. Deflect off the stick of Johnson down to the near side. Into the offensive zone come the Pioneers. As Goodmanson, as it comes loose in front of Goodmanson, they score! Brendan Bonin with his second goal of the game. It's an opportunistic play where the puck came loose in front of Goodmanson, who was a little bit slower to react to it. It's 6-2. Bonin with his second goal of the game. With 3:20 remaining in regulation, will put the Red Knight deficit back at 4. Trailed 5-1 earlier in the period. Find themselves once again trailing by 4 at 6-2. Got the face-off controlled by the Pioneers once again. Through the neutral zone. Controlled by Leo Gruba as Gruba sends it down to the near side. Now pushed up ahead by Godbout. Back to get behind his own net is Howard. Moves on the side of the net. It works its way back up through the slot. Red Knights through the neutral zone. Oh, what a good stick move there as they push it toward Roach, who makes the save. It was Geertsen, I think, who came through there with that head of steam. 2:40 now when to go in regulation. It's that shot on Roach, gloved. And we'll have an offensive zone face-off for the Red Knights. 2:40 remaining. Coming up next, of course, right here. The varsity matchup between Benilde St. Margaret's and Hill Murray. Number 9 Pioneers. A big top 10 matchup here at the Rec Center to come. The Red Knights, this one down in, trying to get it down low, but it was deflected out. Nelson through the crease down to the near side. There's a shot that'll go wide by Hankinson. And here come the Pioneers into the offensive zone. 2-on-1, perhaps two. Getting it behind them, they score! Anthony Madigan once again. This one a little bit more conventional than the first time he got on the scoreboard tonight. That'll make it a 5-goal lead at 7-2. Madigan, who had a goal from his knees late in that second period that really helped break this game open. Made it 4-1 at the time. The Pioneers added one more before the second intermission. Make it 5-1. They've added a couple more here in the third, and they lead it by 5, their largest margin of the evening. Under 2 minutes to play. Into the offensive zone is House. House is cross-ice pass, goes up to the far side boards. Banked off the near side boards by Simpson. Simpson trying to battle his way down into the offensive zone. Got knocked off the puck. Red Knights push it back the other direction. The offensive zone is Like. Like, though, gets knocked off the puck as he had to give it up. It comes down to the near side. This House will send it up cross ice to the far side. Minute 20 remaining now. The offensive on the other direction for the Red Knights is Thompson. Thompson trying to get it down to the center sit for Baldwin. Thompson again with the puck, will send it up to the far side boards. Able to be held in by Johnson. Under a minute to go, 50 seconds remaining. Cross ice pass down to the near side. Up in the corner. And unable to be held in by the Red Knights. Banked off the far side board. It'll work its way back into the Red Knight offensive zone. It's about to go under 30 seconds to play. It's taken away, and that shot deflected over the top of the net. The Red Knights trying to make something happen here in the final seconds. They trail by 5 with 15 seconds remaining. It moves back into the neutral zone. Under 10 seconds to go. And that'll do it as Hill Murray gives us a huge second period and adds on some insurance goals in the third. And they defeat Benilde St. Margaret 7-2 in the junior varsity matchup this evening. Stay tuned, the varsity side of things coming up in a few minutes, about a half hour from now. Stay tuned, you're watching MNHockey.tv.